Hi everybody, I'm Robert, and I'm hoping this is going to be an accordion unboxing video. I have tried to make accordion unboxing videos in the past in the hopes that the excitement I felt when I was opening the box would carry through to seeing the instrument and playing the instrument for the first time. And despite multiple attempts, I've ended up with little else but demonstrations of how fraught shipping an accordion is and how fraught ordering an accordion from overseas is. So I've had accordions arrive that were built slightly wrong. I've had accordions arrive that were broken. And I've also had accordions arrive in perfect condition exactly as expected, but I didn't happen to try to make videos in those cases. So I'm hoping this will be the time when we get a happy accordion unboxing video that I'll be excited to share with everyone. There's a little more prologue too, and that is that it hasn't been entirely happy to receive this accordion because UPS lost my package, the package with the accordion in it, for over 2 weeks. And or about 2 weeks actually. Well, maybe over 2 weeks, maybe almost 3 weeks. I didn't count, but it's a lot. And now the package is in my hands, and you can see it here. You'll get a better view of it in a moment. And I'm excited to be able to share the good news, at least that it is finally delivered to me, with the kind folks in Italy who I'm sure have been worried about it, much like I have, and also with Peter Leggett, who brokered the deal by which I bought this accordion from Bugari Armando. So let's get started. I'm going to move my chair out of the way, and I'm going to start cutting open this box, and I'm hoping that I'll find a beautiful instrument in perfect condition inside, just like I'm sure it was when they packed it up to send to me. I'm going to liberate this paperwork. Shut. So far the packing job looks really good. I hate styrofoam, but it has its purposes, I suppose. And look at this. We have at least visible signs of an accordion case in some nice plastic. And let's just pull it right out. So at least so far, the outside of the box did take some blows in transit on the corners and that sort of thing, but it looks so far like everything has been well protected. And I'm hoping that that impression is going to last as we open the case. And see what's inside. Okay, so before we do that, you can see the nice, distinctive Bugari Armando logo on the case. And now, another little moment of truth. It looks like there's an accordion. These are the straps, not attached yet. Or packing material. Good. I see the note that says the bases are blocked, which means that the mechanism is held still and doesn't get messed up by getting jolted in transit. And here it comes. More packing. So far, I can't see that everything is perfect yet, but I see no sign of damage and everything looks packed very well. There's the instrument and the extra registration slides that I ordered. They were very nice to include those for me. I might do a little registration engineering on this instrument. All right. So let's see what's inside this bubble wrap. This is a special, rather limited edition accordion. My understanding, I hope I'm remembering the details right, my understanding is that they basically gave free rein to the head of production at the Bugari Armando factory and said, build a beautiful accordion that incorporates the innovations that you imagine are the best ideas. And this is what he came up with. It's called the G1. That's the model name. And I don't know how many have been made. I think their plan is to make at most 100 of these. Okay, nice cloth cover, very good. And here is a very nice looking, I don't know, is it in the frame? Part of it is in the frame. Very nice looking, all black, with black keys and black buttons, Bugari G1 accordion. And now I have to get a screwdriver and open the bass side to unblock the bass mechanism like I mentioned, because these buttons don't push, and that is because it was packed correctly. So I'll be back after these brief messages. Okay, so ready to undo the bass strap, which I'm doing now. You're looking end on at the bass side of the instrument. So I'm just unscrewing the strap so we can get the cover off. There we go. Take this plastic off. And by the way, man, Mr. Robinson was right when he said plastics. Okay. I believe that the same screws, I don't see any screws besides the ones holding the feet on, so I believe it's these screws that I need to remove to open the bass side. I'm sorry the light isn't better. Maybe I'll interrupt this program again to get some light so you can see. Okay, this is like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I'm taking off my jacket here. It's not a sweater. Had this been an actual Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, you would have seen a sweater coming off. All right, so now with more light, taking off the feet. And this panel should just lift right out. Careful with the air button, as always. It's a little bit stuck on that button. There we go. Nice black panel. And in here, you can see there is cardboard holding the pistons from getting pushed. So pulling out that cardboard now, and now all the buttons can be pushed, which is wonderful. And I also have to say, so far, it looks like the condition of everything is very nice. There's one little place where it looks like tightening the bellows frame screw has cracked the paint. I'll try to get a picture of that later, but that's not going to affect the operation of the instrument. It is a little bit of a shame though. But inspection still has to happen. There may be, I might uncover more details as I get more time invested in checking it out. All right, so I'm putting this panel back, and it'll basically be ready to play. I won't seriously play it, but we are going to check out all the notes, make sure everything is sounding right. It takes time to do that, so I don't know how thorough a check you'll see on this video because it's pretty boring to check everything, but I'll be doing that. The outside of this accordion, despite its shiny black appearance, is not the traditional shiny black celluloid. I believe they explained to me that it's some combination of paint and lacquer that constitutes the outside shiny finish. And at this point, I don't know whether that's more or less durable than the celluloid I'm used to. Everything gets a little bit of wear and tear during normal use. We'll see how it goes. I decided I was willing to make an experiment with this purchase. All right, so I'm not going to put the straps on before I do a very basic initial test. Just going to set it down there and free up my place to sit because I'm so excited to play it. And this won't be really playing, but because that's not possible without straps. But I can at least see if it makes a sound. Is there really accordion machinery inside here with reeds and bellows and air going through? Let's find out. Chin played a note. Not what I meant to do. Oh, let's see what violin sounds like. Sounds pretty nice, huh? So far, so good. I guess this is a happy unboxing video. I haven't found a problem yet except for that little cosmetic issue on the bellows frame screw here. And that's small potatoes compared to thinking it was lost permanently just less than an hour ago before the UPS folks called me and said, hey, we got your package. You want to come pick it up? Yes, I want to come pick it up. And I'm so glad I did. All right. There's much more to say about this instrument, and I haven't even learned it all yet. So maybe I'll add to this video later, or maybe it'll be more videos as I learn more. All right, I've learned a little bit more about the Bugari G1 that I have, that just arrived today. This is number 19 of the series, so I suppose they've made 19 of these now, maybe one or two more in the factory now, I don't know. And the signature on it is Gianluca Galetti. Gianluca Galetti. He is the, I believe I remember his title as Director of Production, and I met him briefly when I was visiting the Bugari Armando factory in Castelfidardo. I've put the straps on, and there are a couple of things that I can point out. I don't know if I have the back strap adjusted right yet. Okay, so now it's nice and secure on my body. I still need to move it some to the left. The right shoulder strap is still too short because you can see my face should be about here, and it's not. Doesn't matter for this though. Two tiny little problems, one of which I'm confident there's a high chance I can fix myself, and one of which I think, might need some tuning touch-up work that I'm maybe not comfortable doing. So let's first demonstrate the second one. Here's the violin setting, the two middle reeds together. Nope, that's not it. There we go. And there's one note that's just a little bit extra dry in one direction. So that note right there, the B, the lowest B, is a little dry compared to the surrounding notes. So the musette tuning is a little uneven. Would be nice if that were more even. Let's listen on the push. That one's a little dry. So you can hear on the push, the B blends nicely with the notes around it. Those are close enough. But the B is almost completely dry on the pull. The other thing I noticed is on the piccolo reeds, and very often these are really sensitive they're small reeds, so they're very sensitive to getting little pieces of dirt, which often happens in shipping. One of them will get a piece of dirt in it and get stuck, and indeed that has happened here, so I'll just demonstrate that. And this is something I'm pretty sure I can fix myself. I can just open it up and free that reed up, but here's what that is. So I'm doing pull and push on each reed. The push on that reed, the G, is not sounding. So I just have to open it up and free up that G reed. I assume there's no major problem there. It's probably just a little piece of debris or something from shipping. So that's all I know so far, and it sounds fantastic. I might as well play it a little for you, huh? Let's see, I'm not really strapped in all that well, but Anyway, I don't know that song that well, as you can tell, but you get an idea of what the bassoon reed on the right-hand side sounds like and what the bass piano setting on the left side sounds like. So I hit the registration button accidentally on my left hand. Got too excited. I think when I get these straps adjusted, it's going to be easier to play. Hopefully I'll be able to play with more accuracy. But until then, I'm already pretty happy. This is such a huge relief to actually get this instrument and have it be in excellent condition, have it be the beautiful instrument I was hoping for. And so I'm going to sign off for now. I'll probably continue the video once I have the once I have it open. I'll show you the piccolo reeds and how I free up that reed that's sticking a little bit, and we'll go on from there. Okay, time for a little video tour inside the G1 Bugari accordion, and this is the bass side. Some things to note that are distinctive about this accordion is that you can see the, this is not rare, but it's not the most usual way. You can see the reed plates are nailed onto the reed block, and here on the lowest reeds, the nails are on the sides, you can see. And do I even see them in there? Oh yeah, there are screws further in. The nails are only on the ends, but you can see the screws. Oops. Watch out for the leathers. Down in there, past the tip of my finger, there's a screw holding the reed plates down onto the block. Over here we have nails on the ends of the block. I understand that rather than wax, they've used some kind of glue here, and I imagine that that's with the intent of coupling the plates to the block better. And so that's the bass section. You could see more if I took the bellows off the bass section, but really the reason I have it open is to look in the treble section. So here you can see the bassoon reeds here on the outside, angled the way they are because they are inside the tone chamber. When the instrument is put together, the chamber is here. That's this box that the sound has to go through from the reeds to get out the front of the instrument. And then we have two sets of reeds that are not in the chamber here, piccolo reeds, and I don't know what the flute reeds are usually called that are not the clarinet, but the other set of middle reeds that's outside the chamber. All right, so one of the reeds here on the very high-pitched end of one of these reed blocks is the one that's sticking. And let's go through the steps to isolate which one that is. I'm going to stop the video for a second and flip the instrument over. Okay, now I've taken the grill off the front of the instrument, and it was possible to see this through the grill, but it's much clearer with the grill off, so I've taken it off to show you. Here's the G that has the sticky reed, and we can look at which palette is the one that's opening for the reeds outside the tone chamber on the G, and that's this palette here. So what that tells me is that, like most of the so-called white keys that aren't white, but they're not the sharps, like most of them, this one has its reed on that outer reed block. And so now I know which reed block I have to take out to free up that reed. So basically the idea is, like this is the case with most piano accordions, that there's one reed block that's mainly for the sharps, the black keys, and there are often a couple of exceptions just to fit everything in. But this other reed block here outside the chamber is the one that's for the white keys, the naturals. And we were just checking in the front of the instrument to see that the G in question is not one that is an exception to that rule. So indeed, its reed is here, and it's going to be the second highest reed on this block. And so I'm just going to pull the little tack here and I can't quite get it with my fingers. Sometimes they're only finger tight. Pausing the video again. Okay, now I have my pliers, and I'll be able to pull this little tack that holds the retainer for this reed block. Should come easily. Okay, good, but it was secure enough that it won't come out by accident. And we loosen these screws so that the retainer can slide, and probably it's free enough now. Yep. Okay, so now I can very carefully, because I don't want to snag any of the valves, I can remove this reed block. And again, I'm tilting my head to look all the way down there and make sure that I'm not damaging anything, because it's all a very close fit. These instruments are made no bigger than necessary to fit the parts inside. All right, and so the reed that is in question is on this plate here, and or that's what I believe, and I just need to make sure that I get both of the reeds on that plate freed up, and it should be all right. Okay, I've got that reed freed up. We have a little bit of luck here because I don't have a tuning table to demonstrate this on, or a test bellows that I can set it on to show you that that reed is sounding, but because this is one of the push reeds, I can actually safely just pull on it with my breath. You don't want to blow into the reed block because condensation from your breath can get on the reeds and damage them over time. But if you're inhaling, should be okay. So all I did was wiggle that reed around, and whatever piece of debris, which I'll never see, has freed up. And now you can hear that when I pull with my mouth on that reed, it'll be out of frame, or maybe I can hold the camera like this or something. It's sounding. So I have every reason to believe now that when I reinstall the reed block, that reed is going to be fine. You know, just one more thing before I put this reed block back in. I can't help but notice these are not the cleanest looking reeds that I've ever seen. This one has some glue or something on it, and I guess that's from gluing in the reed blocks. I'm going to leave it because I don't want to scratch the reed trying to remove it, and probably this reed was given a final tuning in the instrument where it is as it is, so I might mess up the tuning if I clean it off, but it's not ideal to have that on there, and I don't know, maybe that needs to be fixed in the long run. So now the instrument is back together. I've adjusted the straps a bit better. I think it's better. And we're just going to have a demo of those piccolo reeds, which I fixed. I've already checked that it's working, so I don't expect any bad surprises here. Here, starting from the top with the piccolo reeds. That's the one that wasn't working on the push. So it's all good now. That's the piccolo reeds, able to arouse the interest of pretty much any dog, because they really get interested with those high overtones. They're hard for us to hear, but man, it gets some dogs going. All right, I think this concludes the unboxing video footage that I'm going to shoot tonight. Once again, to recap, I'm super happy to have my Bugari G1 accordion, serial number 19, the craft of many people, but chiefly Gianluca Galletti, who I believe is the director of production at Bugari Armando. And what a nice instrument, what a pleasure it is to finally receive it after nearly resigning myself to the likelihood that it was gone forever and that I would have to order a replacement instrument or something. I have no idea what we would have done. But now we don't have to worry about it because it is here, it's in my hands, and I have many happy years of playing this instrument ahead of me, I'm sure. So thank you everyone at Bugari Armando. Thank you Peter Leggett. Thank you Alberto and Anna at UPS in San Francisco, who are the people who worked to find my package and finally found it. And thank you all for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is for you. Bye now.